Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special podcast that I'm doing right now. And this one's going to be called Panther Pride. Yeah, that's right. And we're going to be exploring, that's right, the, the TV series that I feel changed a lot of our young lives, and that is Degrassi, the Next Generation. Okay, I don't know how to talk like that. I would stop. But yes, this is Degrassi, the Next Generation. We have picked out a good episode, whatever it takes. We have picked out an episode. I watched it through already, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna go through it again with you guys, and we're just gonna sit back and we're just gonna talk about it. And the episode that we have picked. Hang on. Hey. Woo. Okay. Almost felt like I had to felt like I had to burp there, but okay, we're good. So the episode that we have picked involves everybody's favorite character. Okay, I'm letting you guys that was dramatic pause. I was going to let you guys guess which one it was. So Episode 10 with Rick, everybody's favorite guy, Rick. It starts out, Mrs. Kwan, one of the few other teachers that we saw in Degrassi, tells us that there's going to be a play. You know, Terry's going to be the lead. Jimmy's going to be the director. Rick's going to be the sound or the stage hand or whatever. And Marco and Hazel are in it, and they're all doing the play thing. But we open up. Guess who's a terrible actor? It's Terry. It's Terry. Terry's pretty bad, and it's only because of Rick. Rick is this is the episode where we first see Rick blossom into the douchebag and the horrible person that we all know that he is. He starts off not horrible. But he you can see the controlling aspects of him. He's given Terry all of these, these cues and these hints on how to act. You need to breathe when you talk. You need to breathe like Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle. He's given her all of these horrible, just terrible little asides that she should do, and she's doing pretty poorly. Jimmy's getting fed up. Marco's like, man, what's going on? Hazel's like, this dude is pretty weird. You can see right off the bat that he's a pretty weird guy. But to Terry, they're just in love. They are the main to what I feel the main plot of this episode. And then you have your subplot, which is JT is hanging out with Paige. Spinner doesn't like it. Craig doesn't like it. The episode mainly focuses on like 5 people: Hazel, Terry, and Rick, and then JT. So 6 maybe. JT, Spinner, and Paige. We come around the corner. Craig's hanging out with Spinner. He's like, "Yeah, bruh, what's going on?" He's like, "Yeah, man, what's going on?" And they see JT hanging out with Spinner. Or no, JT hanging out with Paige. Spinner's like, "Man, that's so whack." Everybody's rocking the one thing about this is super 2000s. They're rocking their puka shell necklaces. They're rocking their hair, I guess. I don't know what you would call that hair. It's like, it's long, but then it's all curled. It's long, it's all curled. It's like real shaggy like a dog's. You know what I mean? So, they're chilling. They exchange some words, and Paige is like, "Come on, man, be nice to him." They stated that Paige was there, or JT was there for Paige in a previous, maybe last season. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. But I'm assuming it was something great, because the drama on this show was always at an all-time high. This was the soap opera for kids, for our age, and the things that went through on this series were things that they really kind of didn't happen. Like, and when I was in high school, I don't think I remember anybody smacking up anybody. Not that I remember, but I don't remember it. Did anybody get pregnant? Nobody got shot, that's for sure. I know that much. There was like, there was that high school drama, but it was never to the level of drama that Degrassi brought. And you think, like, you were thinking to yourself, what school do I need to go to experience some of this drama? Because I want in on this stuff, man. But anyway, back to the episode. We go, Drake and Hazel, they're sitting down in the computer lab. Snake comes in. Snake has already been diagnosed with cancer because he's got his bald head. Drake comes in. He's like, blah, they're fucking gross. Hazel's like, man, come on, man, stop being a player hater. They're in love and shit. And Jim's like, but don't you think that nigga's kind of creepy? which he is. He's got that he played a very good creepy. But they're all at the dot now, which is their max. That at the dot. They're ordering food. Terry's like, what should I get? The hamburger or the cheeseburger or the salad? And Rick's like, you should get the salad. And everybody else at the table thinks it's weird, but Terry's like, you're just looking out for me, babe. Making sure that I'm staying healthy. Making sure that I'm staying fit. But he's like, get this, get the salad. You need this, you need that. Everybody can see the controlling but her, which is usually how it goes in all of this. Next thing we know, we're back at Degrassi. The principal walks up to JT, and because JT and Spinner's prank war, I guess, is about to get out of hand. So Spinner sends a card to the principal saying like, yo, dog, love you, man, let's get married, homie. Then JT's like, I didn't send that joint, it's a prank. He opens up his locker. There's tons of pictures of the principal in there with hard eyes and I love this man. That's my bro, dog. And JT's like, okay, this how we gonna play it? Then this how we gonna play it. And then Spinner walks up and he's like, hey man, that was me. Stay away from me and my girl because I don't appreciate you hanging around all the time. I get it. JT's like a full grade lower than he is. He's grade 10. I'm guessing JT's a freshman or sophomore. I don't know what's what, but I get why he doesn't like it. Now we're back to theater practice. Terry is once again doing horribly, thanks to Rick, because Rick told her about the 3/4 rule, and her I don't understand how this seems correct to her. The breathing thing that she did in the beginning, why would that seem correct? Why would that seem like a thing that you're supposed to do for theater, where you're supposed to give some sort of, I guess, emotion or whatever? You sound like a robot. You sound like you're on a breathing apparatus. And then the next piece of advice that he gives her is the 3/4 rule, where 3/4 of her body has to be to the audience so that the audience can hear. What she's saying. But that doesn't make sense either. Because you're supposed to be you're supposed to be pretending that the audience, I guess, isn't there unless it's that kind of show. You're not supposed to be speaking directly to the audience. You're supposed to be interacting with the rest of your cast. I'm no actor or anything, but I guess that doesn't sound right to me, because you're supposed to be, my brother Roy, shouts out Joshua Lamont, blah 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 blah. His name, that's his stage name. His real name's Roy. Blah 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 blah. Shouts out to him. But I'm pretty sure if he was acting, unless you're monologuing with the audience, I don't think you're supposed to speak directly to the audience like, hello. To me, it seems, then yet again, I'm not a fine arts major, never acted in a play in my life. I was in a play in 8th grade. I was a starfish for our 8th grade play. We did SpongeBob. I didn't want to do anything. I was just like, make me something where I can just sit there and do nothing. I was a starfish. I sat there. I didn't move. I loved it. But I'm pretty sure that's not it. But Jimmy finally has to call her out and be like, look, what are you doing? This isn't working. So then he finally has to call out Rick, and Rick's like, he's like, hey man, this stuff that you're saying and that you're telling her, it's not working. You need to chill out. So then Rick's like, yeah, okay, she's doing bad. Let me go talk to her. Jim's like, nah, fam, I'm gonna go talk to her. How about you back up before me in this crazy shape up have to go crazy on you, fam. And then Rick's sitting there. This is right there. I wish you could see this picture of Rick. Rick, he's got the you could see the bombs going off in his head, where the jealousy and the rage is about to come from, because this is, like I said at the beginning, this is the eruption of Rick. This is the this is the eruption of Rick. This is not the eruption. I don't think that, I'm gonna say the eruption of Rick is when he came back and shot Jimmy in the friggin' back. But I think the real eruption of Rick, or this is, I guess this is the kindling. You know, when you're starting a fire and you want to start it, you get your little sticks together so that you could get the fire going just a little bit. You get those going, right? This is the coals that will ignite the fire of Rick. And I mean, he is looking like, who is this motherfucking lizard, messed up, shaped up motherfucker to tell me what I can tell to my girl? You can see it coming in this episode. We go back again. I swear, I didn't care about this at all. We go back to JT and Spinner's prank war. Spinner's wearing track pants in the hallways. He's wearing these track pants. JT runs by, rips them off, and of course he's got like boxers with fucking hearts on them or some shit like that, and he's embarrassed. So, then we go back to Rick and Terry. Rick is like, man, what the hell? Like I was saying, who does Jimmy think he is? Terry's just like, he's just a friend. Calm down. And then Rick is like, it's cool. He's like, as you heard, he called him a novice director. What I don't seem to understand is Rick said something at the beginning of the episode where he said, my mom walked the flats, some shit. I don't know. He's a horrible person. I kind of tune out when he starts talking. He said some shit like, my mom walks the flats, blah, blah, blah. What does that give him the right to be like, yo, I'm the best theater motherfucker in this entire place? Because I think, to me, it feels like it doesn't. Like, your mom did this shit. You didn't do it. Like, oh, wait, my dad, I don't know, cut lumber for a living. So that means I know how to use it. I don't know. That's probably a bad analogy. I don't get how he makes it seem like because his mom did this, it passed down through his DNA, and it's in his, I think he did say it at the beginning, though, that it's in his blood. I don't know. But we're finally at the what's it called? We get to see full Rick manipulation in effect. The play's finally started. Hazel is there. Marco is there. Terry is there. She's finally being a good actress. And then until she looks out at Rick, and Rick's like, that's just, I don't get it. Why are you doing it like this? This is terrible. And then next thing you know, Terry goes back to the crazy breathing, the 3/4 rule that Rick gave her, and it's horrible. The people are laughing at him. Jimmy's like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand what's happening, why she's going back to this. She's really doing bad at this point. Everybody's laughing at her, to which I don't understand what she saw that she was doing good as this part. Why? And then she goes over to what Rick's doing. Why would you keep doing that? Why would you go keep doing that? You see, you were doing bad, and then you were doing good, and then you were doing bad, and now you're upset about it. You run out on the play. She's out in the hallway and she's crying. But this is your fault. You decided to listen to Rick instead of listening to the other people, and then it doesn't make sense to me why she's mad about it. So then the play's over. Her and Rick are apparently walking through Skid Row right here, which I guess is the weirdest, dirtiest alley in Degrassi. I don't know what city they're in. I'm guessing Degrassi is the town. I'm gonna call Degrassi the town. She tells Rick, "Look, man, all of the stuff that you have told me is terrible. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's really dumb." Rick snatches her up by her wrist and is like, "First off, who do you think you're talking to? What? Check your tone, man. Check your tone." Snatches her up. Terry's like, that hurts. Leave me alone. You know, Rick eventually lets her go, and then you see the bombs are really going off. Rick's psycho face is he's got a really good psycho face. That psycho face is indeed delicious. But I'm going to retract that. I don't know why I said delicious. Oh, you know what? I'll keep delicious because he's got a good psycho face. You know who else had a good psycho face? Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger had a good psycho face when he played the Joker. But okay, back to this. We come back. Terry's coming to school the next day. Rick gives her some flowers, to which she goes, okay. She accepts it. She accepts that he did, like, it's hard when I love you so much. She takes the flowers. She forgives him. Bada bing, bada boom. Rick's like, yeah, she's taking me back. High manipulation right here. High Rick manipulation in this episode. And the thing is, you're in Degrassi Junior High. I'm guessing if you're in 10th grade, so you're around 14, 15, and think about you're 14. You're 14 years old. You're in high school, and somebody likes you. Somebody thinks you're cute. Somebody wants to hang out with you a lot. A member of the opposite sex is really digging your steez. You feel what I'm saying? And that is, at that point in time in your life, that's everything. That's the good stuff. You can't drink. You're not smoking. Well, you probably 10th grade. Was I drinking? Sophomore year. I might have been. I don't know. Maybe not as much as my later years, but I probably have at least had a beer or something by then. But you can't readily get it. That's the good stuff. That's the stuff that makes you go home and you're feeling sprightly. The butterflies you get in your stomach when your crush comes over and they talk to you and you love them and they tell you that they love you and you're like, oh my god, somebody loves me. I'm one of the people in high school with a boyfriend or girlfriend, and this you have these little inconveniences and things like that, but you're like, oh, but they still love me. But still the thing, none of this ever happened in my high school. None of this has ever happened in my high school. None of this. You know what I mean? But Terry's still in love. She goes into the bathroom. Paige and Hazel are in there putting on their makeup before school, trying to get cute for the boys. And, they're like, who gave you the flowers? And, Terry, she churches it up a little bit. She's like, it's from Rick just because, because they're asking, well, what did he give them to you for? And, like, special occasion? And she's like, no, just because, he didn't snatch me up by my wrist or nothing in that dark, seedy alley. Nothing happened. So I just saw something in the background that I wrote down here in my notes. It was that there was a weird picture of Ashley hanging in the bathroom. I don't know what it's for. I'm guessing she's trying to get that music career started at this point. But who knows? But we're back in the bathroom. Hazel, being the good friend that she is, she notices the bruise on her arm. She's like, "Hey man, what's going on? Why are you what's up with your wrist?" And then Terry's like, volleyball incident, no big deal. Hazel's like, bullshit, because she gives the look like, I kind of don't believe you. I kind of don't believe you. But she doesn't say anything at that point because she don't got no hard evidence. So next thing we know, we go back to this boring ass shit with JT and Spinner. Spinner comes up to JT. He's like, "Yo, let's bury the hatchets, fam." They both got their puka shell necklaces on. They're like, they touch puka necklaces and like, yeah, right. And then, but little does he know, as Spinner's distracting him so Craig can put a fart machine in his locker. But, Manny comes up to him. She's like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing, JT?" And then the fart machine is going off. JT's like, "I'm serious. I don't know what's going on." Manny's like, "Come on, JT. Be cool. Don't be nasty." But because JT is trying to holler because guess what? Manny has made the transformation. We are already at the point in the season where Manny has made the transformation from young Manuela to Manny the woman. She's got her shirt. It's kind of like cut off the sleeve and her shoulder is out. I think we're past the point where she wore the thong. Yeah, we're definitely past that point. We're definitely past that point where she wore the thong and then JT saved her when she was about to bend over. She has gone through the complete transformation. She was genie in a bottle, Manny, and now she's dirty. You want to get rough and rowdy. She's that Manny now. You know what I'm saying? Wearing the chaps with just the underwear on. Rolling around, sweating till her clothes come out. She's that Manny at this point. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I don't really care. The whole episode is really about Terry, and it's tough to watch all this stuff. But I will say that fart machine, I remember those. I wanted one of them from Spencer's so freaking bad. When I first heard about it, it was one of the funniest freaking things that I've heard about. It's one of the funniest freaking things that I thought happened. So, but we're back to the main story now. Rick's striking down the stage. He's like, "Yo, I hate doing this stuff. This is the hardest part." Terry rolls in. She's like, "Yo, I want to go hang out with the girls tonight. Can I go?" The fact that she even had to check in with Rick shows that, he's got a firm grasp on her. She goes and asks him. He's like, "Yo, can I go?" Which is weird. I don't understand. That should be a red flag right there. She goes into the thing and she's like, "Look, I want to go. I'm going to go hang out with the girls tonight." Rick's like, "Can I go? Why can't I go? Are you going because you don't want me there because you're going to talk shit? Are you going because you're going to go pick up some men's without me?" And the rage is building. The rage is coming out right now. The rage is happening. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, "Look, Rick, stop being a bitch. You're being crazy. Let me go." And then he just hauls off and gives her that open palm smack. That Ike smack. That bitch who you think you talking to smack. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me crazy. I don't like being called crazy. He realizes what he's done. He's like, "Fusk. This was a mistake. I'm sorry." He tries to apologize, but Terry just rolls. You know what I'm saying? And she leaves Rick there looking like a butthole. We're back to the subplot again. We're back at the dot. JT's in there. He's sitting in JT's section. We already know what's getting ready to. Or JT's there. He's sitting in Spinner's section. We already know what's getting ready to happen. He's gonna be a complete dick. He orders this like chili cheese fry thing, burger dog, with all the accoutrement. He says he instead of mustard, he wants Dijon mustard for his bun. He wants all the sesames picked off because they get in his teeth. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? We know what's gonna happen. He's gonna get Spinner back. Blah blah blah. We go back to the main thing. Terry's over at Paige's place. They're having the girls' night. They're chilling. Hazel starts getting her nails done by Terry. She starts digging a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She starts to dig. She starts to dig a little bit. She's like, "Are you guys cool? Do you guys do any kind of fighting? Are you guys doing anything horrible?" And then Terry's like, "It's cool. It's fine. We're cool." Hazel notices the smack on the lip because Terry tried to cover it with some makeup. She says it's a cold sore. Hazel's like, "Bitch, who is you lying to? Okay, that's a cold sore, and that ain't no cold sore. That ain't no volleyball accident." Hazel's like, "Look, I'm just trying to look out for you. I'm just trying to be a homegirl." You know what I'm saying? Terry blows up. She's like, "Look, bitch, you just mad because you lonely. You just mad because you single. Stop being all up in my steez. Me and Rick are in love. He loved me. Blah 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 blah." We go back to the blah shit. You know what I'm saying? Spinner's like, "Look, here's your burger." JT's like, "Look, I didn't want this shit. Take it back." Spinner's like, "Bitch, I took this shit back 3 times already. I ain't taking it back again. There ain't nothing wrong with this shit." JT starts being a dick, of course, trying to get him in trouble. And of course, Spinner's like, "Look, bitch," snatches him up by his scruff. Everybody looks at him. You know what I'm saying? His manager comes over and is like, "God damn it, Spinner. In my office now." But I get it. You know what I'm saying? He embarrassed you in front of your girl. And in high school, getting embarrassed like that's big shit. That's big shit. Because like when you're in high school, all you got is your rep. You know what I mean? You don't want to get embarrassed. You don't want to let anybody get one over on you. You don't want to be seen as the bullshitter, the bitch, the horrible guy. You know what I'm saying? So he gets Spinner in trouble. And then guess where we go back again? That fucking crack alley in fucking Degrassi. And guess Terry's walking through there for some reason. I don't understand why they can't take some other alley. Bad shit was getting ready to happen. This alley is dirty as hell. Some shit was getting ready to go down there. Terry's walking through the alley. Rick is like, "Look, I'm here. I'm sorry. Please, you know what I'm saying, take me back. You know what I'm saying? Please take me back." She's like, "No, I don't want to. Leave me alone. You're too controlling. You're crazy. You're suffocating me." blah, 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 blah. She pushes his ass. Or no, he pushes her again. This is 3 times that he's put his hands on her in the whole episode. And then Terry finally stands up for herself. She said, "That's the last time you ever gonna put your hands on me, boy. That's the last time." Terry stands up for herself, and I'm proud of Terry. Fuck yeah, Terry. Fuck Rick and his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, good for you, good for you. Leave him alone. But we all know what happens. It comes back to it. Rick worms his way back into her life somehow. Yeah, I don't remember. There are a couple episodes that I really want to get into for this show, because I mean these episodes were dynamite. I'm getting excited because that I get to do this. This whole series, the good ones, from when Emma looked like a freaking, I don't know. She looked like she had the big buck teeth. She had the weird cheekbones and the pigtails. You know what I'm saying? And she looked weird all the way up until, I don't know. I think I kind of stopped watching, and this is going to sound bad, but I don't remember what their names was. Right when the Indian boy and his sister came on, that's kind of like where I tapered off and stopped watching it. You know what I mean? But I'm very excited that I get to do these. I'm going to bring you guys some juicy episodes with this shit. Back to the show. JT and Spinner call a truce. They're like, hey, blah, 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 blah. They do one last, meet up. Hey, let's make everything cool. But then JT decides to pull one last prank and get Spinner back for what he did at the beginning of the episode with the principal. He sends Miss Kwan a letter saying, "Yo, girl, I love you. Your eyes. I want my lips to be on your lips." And she's like, "Look, Spin, put this much effort into your shit. Get away from me." So that's the end of that. Thank God. And then Hazel and Terry's walking through the hallway. Jimmy's like, "Look, man, that man ever puts his hands on you again, you come get me and I'm gonna fade that nigga." But we all know what happened there too. Hazel's walking through. It goes. We see them walking through the hallways, going to Terry's locker. There's a rose on the locker. Terry's like, "Nah, fuck the bullshit. I'm not with that no more," because she takes the rose off, sees Rick looking creepily at her through the door, takes the rose, throws it on the freaking ground, and then she stomps on the rose. And you like, "Yeah, girl, you don't need that. You don't need him. He's a bitch ass, hoe ass, trick ass nigga. You don't need that shit." So she throws the rose down, steps on the shit, and it's done. We done after that. And you think we're never gonna see Rick again, but we see Rick again. We definitely see Rick again. Rick comes back. He does a bunch of fucked up shit. He comes back. He's definitely coming back. I'm definitely going to get into that episode too. I'm about to get into all these joints, these gems, these jewels, these rubies, these emeralds, these diamonds of these episodes. This is just the first episode that I'm going to do. I'm hoping to get Jerry in here next time because she has a Degrassi level love that I have as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? If you have any episodes that you want me to do, that you want me to review, this one on a scale of one to, I'm trying to think of low level Jimmy and Ashley blowing condoms in the room, playing with them joints, and Toby comes in, to, oh shit, Rick shot Drake. This was somewhere towards, it was close to Rick shot Drake, but it wasn't there yet. What he does to her later, that's close to Rick shot Drake, because to me, Rick shooting Drake is right up there with JT getting stabbed. I'm gonna get into that shit. That one, whoo. Okay, we got a lot, guys. We got a lot to fucking talk about, because this show was everything to me on a Friday night. And I fucking loved it. And I hope you guys loved it as much as I do. And I hope you like listening to me talk about it as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you guys like what you hear, subscribe to me up on YouTube, like the Instagram and Facebook pages. If you want to, hit me up there, message me there, give me some ideas on what episodes you want me to do. You can send me a message on Facebook. You can send me a message on YouTube. You can send me a message on Instagram. Plus, I got the email up, paepodcast@gmail.com. That's paepodcast@gmail.com. hit me up, guys. Let me know what you think and what you love about Degrassi, because I loved all the fucking drama. The drama was just as good as the other stuff. I mean, none of this happened, and what made it so good is that none of this happened where you lived at and you yearned for it. You know what? You yearned for it as a young kid. You yearned for some shit like this to happen to you. Not like the really bad stuff, but like the drama, the love drama, like this shit. Radio Free Roscoe, the show. I don't know what show it was, but it came on at the end where it was a bunch of kids competing, but they lived in like a what they live in. They lived in like a hut or something. It was like real world road rules, but it was for kids, and it was a Canadian TV show, and they lived in a thing. I don't know what it was. I hope I can figure it out. But guys, be nice to each other. Keep up the good work, and peace. No matter the peace, I know you can make it more peaceful. Be the peace. Show the peace that you want a peace. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for that. Peace.